Congress is currently battling over passing a federal spending budget for the government. But political battles on Capitol Hill are bringing the nation closer to a government shutdown if a budget bill isn't passed by September 30th. Why though? The nation only has a certain amount of money it allows itself to borrow in order to fund all federal agencies. The Constitution gives Congress the responsibility to put into legislation bills that fund the government and prevent a government shutdown. Section 7 of the Constitution states, quote, "All bills for raising revenue shall originate in the House of Representatives." So what is a shutdown, and why printing more money won't solve the problem? A federal shutdown is the act of federal agencies ceasing operations due to congressional failure to pass any budget bills. While this is only for non-essential agencies, a government shutdown would mean that the government employees wouldn't receive their monthly paychecks, putting their financial stability at risk. People often ask why the government can't just print more money in order to pay its bills. The simple answer is that doing so would undermine the value of the United States dollar, leading to high inflation and an unstable economy. So why is the nation so focused on this federal budget bill? The truth is, every time Congress has the responsibility to pass a spending bill, Capitol Hill becomes ground zero for the battle over diving deeper into debt or shutting down the government and sending the economy spinning. Currently, the House of Representatives is controlled by the more conservative Republican Party, leaving the more progressive Democrat Party with little to no control when it comes to passing a federal budget in the House. But as soon as a bill is passed in the House, the Democrat-controlled Senate and Joe Biden will have more control over what the budget includes for the next fiscal year. Back in January, when Republicans took control of the House, it took Republicans 15 rounds of voting in order to get enough votes to elect Kevin McCarthy Speaker of the House.
That was easy, huh? I never thought we'd get up here.
The tellers agree in their tallies that the total number of votes cast is 428, of which the Honorable Kevin McCarthy of the state of California has received 216.
The nation's most powerful position in the legislative branch, and second in line to president. But in order to get enough votes to be elected, McCarthy was forced to make concessions to members of his own party. Members of the House Freedom Caucus were some of the most resistant. McCarthy promised things like fiscal responsibility, less aid to Ukraine, and more military spending, along with many other promises. But one overshadowed them all. McCarthy promised that one single member of his own party could vote the Speaker vacate the chair, meaning McCarthy would lose his powerful position if one of the members felt unsatisfied with his leadership.
But I hope one thing is clear after this week. I never give up.
But getting elected Speaker wouldn't be the end of his troubles with the House Freedom Caucus. Midway through September, the House Freedom Caucus made it clear that they would all vote no on a budget bill put up by McCarthy.
The Speaker himself has said on numerous occasions, the greatest threat to America is our debt, and now is the time to act. We had the time to act. And this deal fails completely. And
starting a long, ongoing battle to fund the government for the next fiscal year.
The Republican conference right now has been torn asunder. And we are working hard to try to put it back together again this weekend.
The House Freedom Caucus has always been advocates for things like fiscal responsibility and reducing the national debt our generation will have to face in the future. As negotiations are going on with the Speaker and members of his own party, Matt Gaetz, a Republican, has toyed with the idea of ousting McCarthy under the motion to vacate the chair. At the time I'm recording this, Congress has yet to pass a budget bill, the nation is nearing a shutdown, and Congress's future is uncertain. Congress has 1 week before the government shuts down.